The deadly stabbing of Cash App founder Bob Lee grabbed Bay Area and national headlines more than a year ago. Now, Veronica Macias is live outside the courthouse where opening statements are now underway. What can you tell us, Veronica?
Good morning, Ryan. Yes, afternoon, I should say. We've been here all morning listening to opening statements from the prosecution. They just wrapped up a moment ago. We just saw Bob Lee's family leaving the courtroom right now. They're going to be in break for a while. Now, we know that the prosecution came out right out of the gate saying that the defendant, Nima Momeni, is, quote, a coward, they say, who stabbed Bob Lee in the heart and left him to die the night of the murder. Now, despite the defense repeatedly heard trying to object, the judge sustained, with the prosecution laying out a timeline of events leading up to the night of the murder and a timeline of text messages as well after the murder, which unfolded at about 2 a.m. on April 4th of 2023. The prosecution has told the jury that Nima Momeni stabbed Bob Lee with a Joseph and Joseph kitchen knife as, quote, a wannabe tough guy because he wanted to know what was going on the evening of April 3rd inside the apartment of a man named Jeremy Boyven, where drugs were also present. The jury is going to hear from a witness whose name is Bob, a good friend of Bob Lee's, who was with Lee hours before the murder and overheard a phone conversation between Momeni and Lee asking what's happening with my sister when inappropriate things are going on. Now, Bob and Bo turned in early before midnight, and it was assumed that Bob Lee was going home. Instead, he ended up going to the Millennium condo where the defendant's sister lives, and he was there for about an hour or so. Then the two men were seen leaving the condo in a white BMW, and instead of driving Bob Lee home, the defendant, Nima Momeni, drove him under the Bay Bridge, and that's where the prosecution says he was stabbed a total of 3 times and left to die. Now, the prosecution also telling the jury here they have so much more evidence to present to them, and we're going to be hearing that throughout the trial. Now we're going to hear from the defense after today's opening statements, not quite over just yet. Ryan.
All right. Thank you very much, Veronica. And we'll have you covered on this high-profile trial on air online at KPIX.com and streaming on CBS News. Bay Area, our very own Lauren Toms is inside the courtroom as we speak.